So sometimes I'll get asked what it takes to start a beauty brand and what are some of the things that you have to think about. And I would say these four are the most important, and they are story, product, distribution strategy, and also pricing or profit, which doesn't sound real sexy, but has to be thought of. One is story, which is why you're starting the brand. What is your reason for being? What brought you here? Why should a customer trust you? What is unique about you? What is it you're trying to do? That's number one. The second is product. You have to have a product that delivers on what it says it is going to do. Is it safe? Does it deliver results? Can you prove that it delivers results? Have you tested it appropriately? Is it high quality and using the highest quality ingredients? So you have story number one, product number two, and then number three, which is absolutely vital, is where are you going to sell it, or distribution strategy. Are you going to sell it online, which means how are you going to ship it? How are you going to get people to your website? Are you going to sell it through Amazon, which is a whole different story of how do you work through Amazon? Are you going to sell it through retailers or stores, which is again a different strategy of how you bring people into the stores and get it to move off the shelves and training and sampling and things like that. So story, product, distribution strategy, and then the fourth, which is really not quite that sexy, but has to be thought of, is what price point are you? What do you want to charge? And does that make sense for what the product costs you and what the brand costs you to operate so that you can make a profit and build upon what you're doing? So the four things you really have to consider: what's your story? Does your product work? Is it high quality? Where are you going to sell it, which is absolutely critical, because in today's day and age, it used to be just stores, and now it's stores, online, your site, Amazon, international, domestic. What's the regulations if you go international, which can sometimes get complicated? And then pricing, to be sure that you have enough margin or profit in there so that if you're selling to a store, they can make their profit, you can make yours, you can cover samples, you can cover training, all those other things. And then the other common question that got asked, well, I don't have a lot of money to go ahead and start the brand. How much money does it cost to start a brand? And that can vary wildly. So if you're starting a brand that will go into Sephora or Ulta or some large chain, you'd have to have enough money to buy the product to support the materials they need, maybe to go ahead and buy displays as well, maybe to hire people to go ahead and help support and train. If you're starting your own website and shipping out of your home, it's a whole lot less. Are you sourcing products that you'd have to buy or you could make 500 of in your home, or you're trying to make 50 or 100,000 of things? So it can vary wildly depending on what you're trying to do, from a few $1,000s into the millions. But these are some things to consider when starting your brand. It can be done. It's a wonderful business, but you really want to get these things right before you go ahead and get down the road and kind of know where you're going at least.